All right, military survivors, we are getting back into Danforth in episode 14 of State of Decay, Year 1 Survival Edition, Lifeline. I think this is the episode where we're finally going to be caught up. I believe we're already caught up in the primary missions. By that I mean the missions that the general is sending us. And I think we're caught up on Vienna Cho's request, and I believe this will be the episode where we catch up where we were with Sasquatch, because we got to kill the Juggernaut, and then we're gonna have to deal with the nuke, because this time we're gonna disable the nuke.
We're going after one of the big ones.
Yep.
You can't use no guns, no explosives either. It's time for CQB, mano y mano. So grab something you can swing and let's go.
Wait, are you serious? We're fighting a juggernaut with sticks and knives?
Oh, a bit laggy. All right, so that's the first thing we're gonna do. Juggy jug time.
Ready for the... Let's go.
Alrighty, let's get equipped. That weapon is perfectly fine to use.
So
Let's get a gun.
From a juggernaut?
Deep core samples. Muscle, bone, brain tissue. All I can carry. We gotta know what makes them tick.
I need a silencer. First, I want to check to see if it already had a silencer. It did not. And let's bring some... Let's just use these to clear them out of our inventory. Make it look a little bit cleaner. I want double the MREs as well. We've been using MREs a decent bit. Okay. Last, before we go, let's check the base. Make sure everything is cranking out stuff. The answer is yes. Okay. Juggy jug. Wow, I don't like how it... Is that inside of a danger zone? I'm not sure if the danger zones are the striped areas or not. Oh, overall, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like, Juggernauts aren't nearly as deadly in State of Decay 1 as they are in State of Decay 2. Nighttime could be annoying, though. Oh, it's right across the street over here. There he is. I can see him even in the darkness. All right, let us do it! Oh, well, he hit me even through my roll. Oh, he's beating me up. Take him out. There we go.
Good enough. I can work with it.
See, that wasn't too bad.
Take that, you big fucking elephant, bitch!
Let's just get the samples and go.
Might as well loot this while we're here. What's the harm in it?
That freak is beyond just being a freak. Did you see the size of it? That ain't just gas like you see on a bloater. That's new bone, muscle growth, a ton of mass, and it all happened after he turned. What kind of dead guy does that?
Maybe they just look dead. To us. Maybe this whole thing is just some new kind of life.
Nice life. I like the old kind, thank you very much. You know, I always really appreciate these little talks we have.
You do.
No.
You know, what's funny is, that's the one time Sasquatch actually kind of, like, plays along with the conversation. I mean, at the end he makes a snappy remark, but when he postulates that maybe the Juggernaut is a new type of life, he did play along a little bit, so... I think that's interesting. An interesting dialogue from him.
Okay, that's all we need.
Get this guy back to the helipad to end the quest.
Black Friday, this is High Road Actual. We've come to the end of the line here. We have no more leads on Dr. Horn's associates. The way things are going in other cities, well, you've done your country proud, soldier. And now I need you back here.
You're pulling us out, sir?
We can keep flying medevacs to your location, but I'd rather have you back at base than have you sacrifice yourself for a city that can't be saved.
There are still people here who need our help, sir.
Very well. At this point, I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Advise us when you're ready for extraction. Good work, soldier. High road out.
When you're ready, call for an extraction. I'm guessing that's from our command center. Yeah, okay. So this is technically a third ending. We can leave whenever we want. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to just leave. So I guess there could be 3 and maybe there's a 4th ending if you consider like defeat as a potential ending. But that means the quantity of quests should decrease now.
Anybody seen Eldridge?
You know what? My favorite thing in the world right now is not seeing Sergeant Eldridge.
So you'd rather have him running around unsupervised?
Sasquatch, report in. We need to find him. At this point, I'm not sure who's more dangerous, him or the Zeds.
Okay, so I had no idea that it would play out like this, but yeah, it looks like we actually are going to be completely caught up. In fact, we're actually going to be pushing past that because we're going to go with Vienna Cho's option here. And, okay, the name of this episode is going to be Point of No Return, because what we're going to do is disable the nuke, and that's going to shut off that part of the story. And that means that our only way out will be the extraction. Well, yeah, we're going to stay as long as we can, because I'm pretty sure there is another ending.
Arriving at the target now. Time to see what's here.
There we go. Worried I would flip. I always get a little worried about that ramp, because the ramp has, like, obstructions in between it.
I'm showing that you're near the freeway tunnel. You looking for Sasquatch?
When we picked him up, he was hunting a screamer in there, but screamers are everywhere. Why go into one of the most dangerous parts of the city just to get one screamer? There must be something else.
Even with the light on, I can't see anything. That's how dark it is. It is advanced darkness, as they say in SpongeBob. There he is. And fortunately, the zombies are too far away.
Sir, I have to ask you to turn around and walk the other way. This operation is classified.
Wait, is that what I think it is?
I don't know. Do you think it's a tactical nuclear weapon?
A nuke? There are still people alive in this city.
And while you run around finding them, how many more Zeds leave the city limits to go murdering their way across the countryside? We got a hot spot here, and the means to take it out. Sticking around to save people is gonna do more harm than good. This is straight from the Commander-in-Chief.
We still have critical personnel on the ground. You have to at least delay.
Sure. I'll give you a little time to wrap up your business, but this bomb is on a dead man's switch. If I die, or if I even start having sad thoughts, Danforth is gone, you hear me?
I thought suicide bombers usually worked for the other guys.
The times, they are changing.
I like how Sasquatch doesn't even, like, apologize. I love how he just doubles down on it. So we are taking bloater damage, which is annoying. But we need to, before we get out, we need to clear out of the feral and the juggernaut and whatnot. And basically what I was saying, I like how he doesn't make any excuses. I always like characters that just double down on it. They're like, oh, you know, I'm going to say something witty, and he just don't give a crap about your wittiness. I'm just going to completely double down on it. Like I always like character. It's like the conviction, the willpower from the character, the certainty in what he's doing. I always enjoy that from characters, which is not something I see too often either. Or experience, I suppose that's the correct word. Wow. We ran over something because we couldn't see. And that's the end of this vehicle. Let's check the trunk before it explodes.
Eyes left, people.
And Sasquatch is having split personality issues again. Just got a feral who wants to play, but fortunately we should be able to get in here.
Time to head on back.
The feral tries to get on and just gets, like, rejected by the vehicle. So that's what I'm talking about. Every time I get worried about driving over something, that's why. It's, you might say, oh, but You're always worried about driving things. Well, let me tell you, I'm always worried about driving something over for a good reason. Whoa, 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 my controller just suddenly was like, let's not go left, or let's go left too much, rather. Oh, that reminds me, yeah, so I had to buy a new headset today. I went over to GameStop and just picked up a exact replacement to my previous. It just decided to go bricked completely. I tried all the troubleshooting options, and I was like, you know what? This controller's decently old. It's probably about time that it conked out. So now we're using a brand new headset. And I'm worried that my controller's the next to go.
Vienna Cho to Greyhound 1. Stupid call sign. Anyway, come talk to me. Right now.
Where is she?
We've got a live one, people. Go ahead, you're on the air.
I run a store outside of town. I've got a whole shipment of food and supplies here with me. If you get me out of town, you can...
So, tell me about this nuke you've got. You going to blow us all up?
I can't discuss this with you.
That is bullshit. You can kill people, but you can't have a fucking conversation with them?
Danforth is overrun with Zeds. We have one chance to blow them up. If we wait, they'll spread all over the countryside.
I understand. These things are monsters. But that doesn't give us an excuse to be monsters too. Look, I know this isn't coming from you. It's Eldridge and his damn dead man switch. So take me to that nuke. I'll disable Eldridge's switch at the source. Then I get to keep my town, and you won't be a mass murderer.
So take me to the nuke and we'll do it. You're right. I'll take you there now.
You're right.
Yeah, we'll do it that
I'm
way.
not going to destroy an entire city on the word of a crazy person. I'll take you there now.
Finally, some military intelligence.
So I think that's kind of a stupid plot point. You know, it's not Sasquatch's idea. Assuming he's telling the truth, and I'm inclined to agree that he is telling the truth. It's an issue coming from the president, or rather, it probably wasn't even the president's idea. It was probably approved by the president and suggested by his Joint Chiefs of Staff. And, I mean, I'm glad that they let you resolve the story in multiple ways, but I'll tell you, I think the Sasquatch method is currently the method I'm the most convinced by. But I haven't played in a while, so maybe there is a reason to do it this way. We will see, though. Okay, this area's blockaded, so let's head on this way. Because I think it's actually so another game that I've played for a very, very long time are the Warcraft games. Warcraft 1 back in like the mid-90s, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft since the beginning, and there was actually a very similar, it's also involving zombies, where this the heir to Lord Aron's throne, Prince Arthas, gets into a situation where he discovers that these guys who are necromancers, they corrupt a common food supply, grain shipments, with a disease that if you consume any products made from the grain, like bread, that's where that's what would be the disease. That's what would get the magical disease that would turn people into zombies.
I know what you're doing. Eldridge may not be a technical genius, but this is still a nuke.
Please, I break radio equipment all the time. It's my specialty on the station.
Oh, come on, a feral. And we can't see him either. He's beating the crap out of him. Okay, we got him. Let's get this nuke disabled, then I'll continue my story. What do you mean clear the area? There's nothing here. Okay, there was nothing here. Game? You've gone into cinematic mode. Game? 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 Okay, I guess we will exit and reload. That was, not supposed to happen. Let's find out where we log back in. I'm not sure where we're going to start. Back at the base. And let me guess, my vehicle's not here. Modern pick, okay, my vehicle is here. Let's get Vienna again.
So, tell me about this nuke.
Please don't tell me that I lost, like, a good, like, 3 to 4 minutes.
That is bullshit. You can kill people.
Oh, that's gonna
and
suck.
Have a fucking conversation with them.
I mean, I guess on the other hand, we don't have any more primary missions coming in, or like the missions from the generals, so that gives us a little bit of time to spare.
Look, I know this
Oh my gosh, I wish I could skip conversations.
And his damn dead man switch. So take me to that nuke.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go over the dialogue. Yeah.
And you won't be a mass murderer.
Go, let's see our situation. Okay, so since our silencer has 30 rounds, I think we just traveled back in time. Why did my assault weapons go up? Oh wait, we need to talk to her. We didn't actually initiate the mission.
You're right. I'm not going to destroy an entire city on the word of a crazy person. I'll take you there now.
Finally, some military intelligence.
He almost sounds like he's brainwashed the way he's like, you are right. I'm not going to destroy the city on the words of a crazy person. Almost sounds like he's brainwashed or something, the way he delivered that line. Okay, so hopefully the quest doesn't break down a second time. Anyway, so yeah, this whole situation with Danforth is very similar to Warcraft 3, where this city called Stratholme gets basically infested by zombies, and Arthas, the Prince of Lordaeron, is he basically gets there just as it's happening. So there's kind of this element of like, do we save the people or do we kill them? And so he decides that we don't know a cure, we don't know how to resolve it, and this is like a massive, massive city, and it's going to turn into basically like this huge stronghold of zombies if we don't do something about it. And so he orders an event that's very famous in the Warcraft timeline, known as the Culling of Stratholme. That's the name of the mission. And that's what it's been referred to ever since then, and where he basically orders his army to go in and purge everyone, whether they are undead or not undead. If they're living or dead, everyone, he just sent them in there and just, like, destroyed as many people as he possibly could. And in the end, it still wasn't enough. Like, it still wound up turning... Oh, here we go. There's that guy that we avoided.
This is still a nuke.
Please, I break radio equipment all the time. It's my specialty at the station.
Yeah, we got him.
You just worry about the zombies.
I don't think he's dead. Now he's dead. Okay. Oh yeah, the Pharaoh.
Now finish the job.
Oh my gosh, let's just beat him up the old-fashioned way. And Vienna chose knocking him out of the park.
That's what I thought. It's just
Oh, thank God.
radio receiver. Give me a couple minutes and it'll be toast.
I literally can't see.
And to think, I dropped out of electrical engineering.
So, no explosion?
No. At this point, it's been so totally rewired that nothing could set it off. Not even shooting it. Though I wouldn't try that.
Outstanding. Well done, Miss Joe.
Here's another reason why I think it's stupid. When it's like all on. I mean, do they really think Sasquatch just brought the nuke here on his own? Like, no, he was just given a nuke. No, obviously someone supplied him a nuke. But yeah, we've crossed the Rubicon. This is basically... Did we get hit by it? No, we didn't. Okay, thank God we missed. We avoided the bloater. Alright, so now we can't blow up Danforth. We have basically disabled the Metal Gear nuke launching thing. And now we are... I don't know what happens next. I know we can continue saving people, but I don't know if there's like some kind of like thing that tells us that there's something else we can do. I have no idea. Like I said, I have no idea. We're flying blind, completely blind at this point. I have gotten the longer ending, but I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what the conditions for it are, so I don't even know if it's something like you just kind of survive as long as possible or something. But the point is that we are past that point. Now I guess we'll just continue responding. And we got a lot of supplies. We need ammo. Really bad, actually. All for munitions drop.
We just received a request for assistance on a supply run. Transmitting coordinates now.
Let's see what Sasquatch has to say.
Ready to light the fires?
Okay, I guess he hasn't updated. Where is the guy who needs help? Right here. Refugee with supplies. Let's take someone with me. Can I take you with me? Oh, I can. Oh, I can't. Just like, I'm not going with you. You're a weirdo. Well, gee, fine. Be that way.
You stay put, I'll be there soon.
Looks like daylight is starting to come back, though it's really foggy. Oh, come on, vehicle. Cooperate with me. Got a juggy jug there to give us a shout before we leave.
With an urgent cry for help. Caller, please, go ahead. Remember when the Army was still dropping emergency supplies? Well, I've got mine, right here. And I'll share them with the first human being I see. Just come and get me out of here.
So we're at 22 minutes, so I guess we got 2 people that we want to rescue. The frequency, oh, look at the interesting rays of light through the fog. That's kind of a neat effect. Yeah, it definitely is fog. I was wondering if the game was just like fogging for FOV purposes, but no, I think it actually is just foggy weather. This vehicle stinks. It's not even fast. We need a rally hatchback, because then we could like rescue people and we could... Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, vehicle. Push him. Oh god, get that bloater away from me. I need MREs, please. We are slowly swinging very ineffectively at people, and we need health. Tap B to get up. Oh no, he killed, what's his name? Rip him. That's interesting. So the rules of combat are slightly different in this one. That's interesting. So what happened there was, I'm used to the rules of State of Decay 2, where you don't die until... You don't die until your death penalty or your health penalty hits full, but in this one, apparently they can execute you immediately. Otherwise, I would have used the healing item earlier. But, honestly, Kilo kind of sucked anyways, so it's... Yeah, I don't really care too much. So let's, bring the next character out. And now we know we need to heal a little ahead of time. Let's bring a little extra health this time. I'm not going to bring anyone with me, because this is our most powerful character. And we should be able to... We should be able to at least rescue those guys. And get Kilo's belongings back. Whoa. I also don't care that, like, I don't have pride for dying. Like, in State of Decay 2, I have a little more pride for not dying, but I really don't care in State of Decay 1. It's not really an issue of, oh man, I'm gonna be the best at Nightmare Zone. In State of Decay 1, that's what I think about it. So this time, we should have no problem with it at all, because we can just use the slow motion shooting. And also, I won't let my health get so low this time around. Kilo did have a decent amount of total health, but I guess those ferals could still execute you anyways. Alright, let's try this again. A lot of random freaks here. This mission may have despawned. Oh no, he just killed them both. That's funny. Put this away.
Can't do it.
We'll get the other guy as well. That means we should be able to get the other survivor then. Another question is, I wonder if that'll adjust the ending. I don't think there's an epilogue, so I think the answer will be no. Where is the next person at? Right. Nope, that's the supply run. Just get these guys off of us and then we can check the map. Alrighty, where is the other person? I guess they despawned, or I'm just not noticing them on the map, because the map could be a little hard to tell. Whoa. Whoa, 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 let's not crash. Look how much damage that one zombie did to me as well. It seems like the damage they're doing is also increasing. Like, I don't remember a zombie bite doing basically a third of our health. Because it seemed like Kilo went from, like, full health to 0 health really rapidly. Okay, we should be able to just stop here and scan the map more closely. Did that terminate all quests? That'd be kind of annoying if it did. Yeah, I don't see them anywhere. Where are we on the map? Okay, we're right there. Okay, so we need a replacement, so let's switch search and rescue. I guess we're gonna go do that supply run, even though that's not a very important one. And we gotta replace Kilo.
Looks like an infestation.
What I mean by Kilo sucked is that he actually started with... He's supposed to be our sergeant, but he had, like, incredibly low skills. He didn't have any maxed out skills, and he didn't have any specialty, whereas, like, the captain starts with maxed out shooting, and she starts with leadership, so... Like, Kilo is basic... The only value Kilo had is that he had a unique voice, and he was, like, a unique character. But otherwise, he actually was kind of garbage, to be completely honest. Oh. What are we gonna get in here? Oh, a grenade launcher. I don't think we need any of this stuff, though. I just want the grenade launcher. Continue on to the objective. Oh my god, everything is just blocked up. We also don't drive on this side of the town very much. In fact, I don't think we've ever did a full lap around the map. I think this is the first time we've done that. So now we've learned a few things. One, you do not have to get to complete injury status like you do in State of Decay 2 to die. And two, it seems like if somebody dies, it automatically clears all of the missions from the map. Which I don't know why it does that. But we could do this one at least. I'm not a good... we always get stuck in that stupid area, so we're just gonna, like, leave it. I like how nobody mentioned anything about Kilo dying, even though he's, like, one of the 3 starting characters.
I found a stash of supplies.
Yep.
You mind
Yep.
helping me bring this stuff back to
Sure. Sure. Let me help you look. Food, I guess? Sure. Just in time for threat level 2.
Bag's almost full.
We let one of them bite me. I want to see how much damage they're doing. Okay, that was a frontal bite.
Enough of your time already. Let's get out of here.
So that one didn't count. Oh, we need to see how much damage a bite from the rear does. Because I think a bite from the rear, they get a second bite on you for free. But it feels like they're doing more damage. I wonder if the damage that they do increases over time.
enemy targets acquired.
So I think one of the big tips in State of Decay Lifeline is your guys really need weapon skills. It's really important. Like, if they don't have a weapon skill, then they're actually kind of awful. So you either need to get shooting to level 7, or you need to get fighting to level 4. Or to be more specific, you either need a melee specialization, or you need the slow motion shot. That's why you need shooting to level 7.
Thanks for the company. I'll make sure this gets to the right place.
Let's see if anyone says anything about Kilo. Come on, like, he's like one of the main characters. Is anyone going to say anything about him? You know, Kilo died. Do you want to comment on it? Not even the captain, who is like acquainted with him. Failure. Pamela died. Well, we would have saved her. We would have saved her if she actually appeared on the. Doesn't show anything about it. We would have saved her if she actually showed up on the stupid map. But she didn't. Okay, let's see. Let's get that. And grenade launcher? Sure. Wait, we need to put a grenade launcher on whatever allies. Okay, so who is... Oh, we can see what weapons they have there. Grenade launcher, LMG, you don't count. A submachine gun? That's not the weapon you're supposed to use. Look at that, we got full morale even though Kilo died. It's like no one's saying anything about him. No, it's like there's no dialogue involving him. It's like does no one care that he died? Can't customize him. She's got an LMG, that's fine. Back to the captain. Are there any other grenade launchers that we have missed? Honestly, the way I'm looking is by the ammo capacity. Like, this one had a 3, so it kind of caught my attention. I'm looking for, like, a 1. No, so we got everything. Let's make sure our bases... Turn this on. We need more ammo. Let's call in for another munitions drop. More silencers. These guys are just not getting cured, which is really annoying. Even though we have a maxed out medical facility. Oh yeah, let's see. Now that they've actually become threatening enough to kill one of our guys who are like unprepared. Let's see if the siege has actually become worth defending. I'm noticing the quantity of them increasing, that's for sure. And of course we got this guy who wants to...
Can't shoot these guys, they got armor.
Okay, they blew him up for me. Very good.
Contact east.
And our grenade launchers are starting to take a toll on them.
There's a bigot out there. He's got vans wearing body armor. Contact, barrel.
Take him out. That vehicle is kind of blocking their shots, I think. That one has armor. You do not. Yeah, we're clear over there. Their attack is primarily on this side right now. Really? You can't kill that guy? They're all stuck behind the juggernaut.
Big one, incoming.
They're law-abiding. They're waiting their turn. Okay, we got them. That guy's just like scooting across the ground. Was that something like a new dance move? What is he doing? Okay, got the feral. Taking MRE. We got another Juggernaut conga line blocking his guys from getting in.
Get clear! I got these assholes.
Vince is dead. Well, there goes another character to the... I guess we failed to rescue him or something? Where did he die? Damn, he's eating some ammo. See this guy eating ammo? I mean, of course, when you're watching it. So, apparently Vince died ingloriously out in the middle of nowhere. So we've lost 2 of the story characters now.
Damn it, Army guys, you lost them, didn't you? How is anybody supposed to trust you if you can't even keep them safe? You're the army, for crying out loud.
Put that away. Okay, so we need to check out our situation. So we got these people. What are your skills? Okay, you have focus aim, so you're actually good. What do you have? You're a powerhouse, so you're actually good. Cardio. This is another expendable character. It doesn't have any good skills. This is another story-related character. You always get her. So why are all the story characters so awful? What about this guy? This guy's also expendable. Okay, so our good characters are the Captain, Evelyn Hypes, and Joey Christian. They're the people who are actually decent. The other characters that are still playable, they are not. They are awful. Okay, let's make some adjustments. So we probably can't send people out anymore for, what do you call it?
This is Cleo. Order derived. Modestine Angels 40, 10 mics. Posit 11 Lima November 99 Echo 61 November.
Black Friday, you picking this up? Looks like you have another supply drop incoming. We'll forward you the location when it lands. I wrote out.
So now we know the Cleo drop doesn't immediately arrive. So what we need to do is we need to replace two of the guys that we lost. They are the story-related characters, but it's almost like, does it even matter at this point, given that they weren't particularly good characters? It does kind of suck that they are the story characters, but I'm not sure there's going to be any more story after this. At any rate, that's going to be our goal next time. We're going to leave it on this right here. The tactics search and rescue, because we got to replace the people that we've lost. But other than that, we just continue going on. So what things we've learned this episode is some zombies can, or basically it might be that any zombie can execute you even before you've been completely, your injury levels. That might just be a State of Decay 2 exclusive mechanic, which means you have to play a little more aggressively. Like, that's what happened with Kilo. Like, when I went down, the reason I was like, oh no, I went down, was because I figured that I would just come back with full health, or full health minus my health penalty. But that is not what happened. So that's a difference between State of Decay 1 and 2, which means from now on, I'll have to be a lot more aggressive with my attacks. Like, I'm going to overkill the enemies a lot more. I'll use my supplies more aggressively instead of trying to play as conservatively as I am. But other thing we learned is sending this guy out. He just died. I don't remember them ever giving us a mission. Did they give us a mission to rescue him? Okay, so that was that part there. Supply run. Recover supplies. Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere that it was announced that a mission appeared to rescue him, so it just kind of feels like he died out of nowhere. So, yeah, I have no idea. Just some of the different rules of State of Decay 1, but we're still going to keep going along. We're going to, like, make some adjustments to our strategy, but let's not waste any more daylight. That's the end of this episode. Like this video if it's entertaining, subscribe for future State of Decay Lifeline content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.